But have we met all the characters yet, you say? Hold on. Let's take a look. No! We have 1, 2, 3, 4 people we have yet to meet. That's actually very weird. Album. Oh, yeah, these are the hidden things. I don't know if we'll need to do that. But Apex, or Appendix. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay. I guess we are about to go into another Somnium. Hold on. Let's do a save.
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync
He
it, huh?
should know to always ask for
But we need to,
triple
or
the
this
time.
investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Yeah, bosses do that all the
Good
time.
idea.
He looks a little scared. I'll let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs.
In 8 hours.
I'll be back in 6 hours.
You said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
So dependable.
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
Because it's happened to me.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now.
It couldn't be Ota, because Ota freaking
There is only
is
one
in love with
person
Iris.
Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
This would be Ota. Sandwich, how you doing, dude? Yeah, it's Ota.
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But
I told
Ota
you
was
at work,
stabbed
Link.
in the stomach
You
by
must
the
have walked
culprit.
away.
Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts.
He was setting it up to
What
look like
do
he
you
had
think
saved,
about the
saved
possibility
her.
that Ota
Well, how
is
we
the new
originally thought it
Cyclops
happened.
killer?
It was how we originally thought it happened,
Impossible.
where he
Why?
set it up to save her. Well, actually, hold on. I don't think he would have taken her eye out. I don't think that would happen.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
I'd imagine we would have seen that in the Somnium at least. But that's a crazy idea. I suppose the only one that's... Of those two options, I think it's she pulled it out herself. I don't think Ota would do it even if she asked him to. In the Somnium...
In yesterday's Somnium,
Somnium.
Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
Fair. Also, This is a very good mug that keeps things hot. I kind of need to stop doing that because I needed it to cool down like a while ago. It's still like boiling hot.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat.
Yeah, what if she drove it? With,
She
like,
could have
gloves
been
on?
driving.
But we didn't find
How
parents,
so?
right?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
That's fair.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
Sleeves make sense.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it.
Ugh.
Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it.
Ugh.
After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on
that's
screen
what I
at the
said.
same time.
True.
The eye is the
That
part
means
that's
Ota
making
went
these
off
pause.
camera, took off the costume, and then...
Ugh.
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
Why? I ask, the game asks, and Dark asks in chat.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
Or they have a brain tumor.
We can't rule anything out.
I mean, sure. Boop. I mean, it's far-fetched, yes, but it's also somewhat possible because of that. But it's not impossible. Far-fetched is different from impossible.
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
Didn't arrest her. I don't think we did. We took her to the precinct, sure, but... Again, this music kind of reminds me of some of the places in Final Fantasy IX. Where's a bucket? And a mop. Oh, he's got the pouty face on. You doing okay?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer!
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Dude, that pouty face is just... Are you worried about Iris? She's in the ICU
So
still.
worried that my stomach is in knots. The surgery was successful, but they told me she isn't out of the ICU yet.
Could have pulled out her own eye. She wasn't just knocked out from the pain. She was completely out of it. Fair. Why are you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
It's not like Mayumi is under arrest, because she's not.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying. Mom didn't do it. She's innocent.
But there's a reason you know that. Is Iris the criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
Did you stage the warehouse incident? And we're gonna have thermal!
I'm telling you I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently, she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Because you're crazy?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
Which again, we think is fair. And they can really spin that however they want. About her dementia.
Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot.
I do, Farley.
But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah. We're just barely outside of the restricted area, but... Because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer.
I feel like it's really, really loud.
When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor. They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And
His
you?
dad does look a little
I was
weird.
just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass.
Still are.
I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt.
Yeah.
There's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad,
Passed away?
yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork.
Oh, that's
But even
what it
then,
was
I
from.
didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay. Even when I told her I was going to drop out.
Oh.
Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer. Well, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company.
Oh.
I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it.
What an encouraging mom.
And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever, I'll always support you, Ota.
My Yumi. Good mom. You lied about the editor thing, right?
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
So what was Mizuki reading? Short, soft-core things? When did the illnesses start?
Not long after I quit college. Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Oof. Ouch.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason.
Hannah, happy Tuesday.
And she got worse and worse.
We're getting some feels here. But thanks for coming to say hi from work. That's so nice. About that picture.
What's that picture?
Just the one with all three of them. Oda turned the photo frame to me so I could see it.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad. And they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, recognize it, now become better.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit. But I can't imagine that this
To the
guy's the
stream.
criminal.
Mackin,
Why is that?
happy Tuesday. Thanks for the friendship button, man.
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
He's not, he's just an idiot.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time.
It's starting to get to the right temperature.
But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
Yes.
At times.
At all times.
Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
Did that even move? Hold on. Now it moved. Okay. Just cold storage. How many times have we gone to this freaking warehouse, man? Yeah, if Ota's secret brother is 89. Oh, wow. Just wow. What? We're all going to be related by the end of this.
Date, weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me. Aiba, what's in this box?
Your favorite kind of reading material, and a lot of it.
Academic research papers on criminology?
No, the kind that features gratuitous nudity.
Hold on, is my family friendly tag still on? I usually try and take it off for this one. Hold on. Okay, it's not. Whew. Whew, dodged a bullet. Okay, we're good. Thought it was. Yeah, there was one of those dropped earlier, too. That was a Tetris joke. So the red lines are like, the caution tape you would see, Dark. Is that one of the forklifts from outside? From inside?
Date, look! A tonguefish on the ocean floor.
What's a tonguefish?
A flat fish, like the sole of a shoe.
You can see all the way down there?
Of course I can.
That's awesome.
My vision and my looks are my best qualities.
Yes.
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible.
Almost.
The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Okay.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Tonguefish are scary
Why
looking?
are you stating the obvious?
I don't know. Never seen one.
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was,
Oh.
how did she get here?
Ew.
She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Did she walk?
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Yeah, because Ota took the family car. She got dropped off by taxi?
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown.
It's a taxi.
But we should speak with the driver immediately.
Why is the taxi down there in downtown? Do you know what a taxi does? Right? They go everywhere. I don't know what you mean by which year, Dark, to be fair.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
This is the voice actor for Pervy Sage from Naruto.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
I hear it. I hear it. You tell me if you hear it.
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
I hear it. He's doing a slightly different accent instead of his normal voice, but that's what it sounds like. Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. Good. It's like, how is he going to just ask questions about her?
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo.
A tour?
Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Whoa. Fair. Some people don't like... I don't watch news. I just think it's dumb. They'll skew it one way or the other.
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that.
I am a cop.
In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van. So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
It's creepy.
This
This guy is
must be
kind of
when
creepy.
Mayumi bought the Odoroki man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Okay.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
I don't know the name, no. but like it's Pervy Sage from Naruto, and I've heard him in several other other games and animes as well. Listen to the rest of the story.
We then arrived at a
English, of
splendid
course.
manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside.
That's Jiraiya,
I
by the
estimate
way.
another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow. But I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
Stakeout. With the meter running, I'm sure. Listen to the rest.
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station.
Oh, it's not?
I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street,
Hooray.
and
Wait.
thus we again made pursuit.
So it actually did come back, and we're at 12:30. They waited basically an hour, right?